Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who may or may not already know, my name is Alex, aka Yellowberry.
I'm like, damn, you so fine, girl, what is your sign? She say I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a Capricorn, the beginning and end. I got a friend for your friend, hey, I'm making all of this money to spend. Deal stores buying.
Hey, I don't bite. And by the title of today's video and the thumbnail, you already see that we are going to get into a quick chit chat. Get ready with me. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that red subscribe button if you have not already. And make sure at the end of this video, during the video, before the video, anytime during this video, you drop a comment down below. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright guys, so let's get into this video. Don't mind Sydney. This is my little hairstylist right now. She's adding some beads to my braids, and as you can see, your girl got some braids. At the end of the month, I'm supposed to be getting another trim at BK H2 Brooklyn Salon. So I'm like, honestly, I can't do the wig thing anymore. Like, I'm afraid that my edges are gonna be gone. So as you can see, today's gonna be a chit chat, get ready with me, and I think that the topic is rather juicy. But before we get into it, we're going to use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. You know, this is a staple in my makeup routine. Everything that I'm going to be using today is going to be linked down below, listed down below. And you already see that my eyebrows are on. I also have a video on how I achieve this like feathery light eyebrow look. Next order of business is color correction. I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the color 370. But yeah, guys, so today's topic of discussion are relationships and just women valuing themselves and getting their low standards that are set in the pits of hell out of it. And I like having these type of conversations. I know like a lot of times when I have these like chit chat get ready with me's, I'm always like, oh, I just want to have a conversation where I don't insert myself. But honestly, as y'all know, I am pretty transparent and I'm not going to talk about something that I don't have experience in. So don't mind when I insert myself in, you know, said conversations. But let's start off with me. So like looking back in life, and now that I have a daughter, I realized that my standards when it came to dating men were in the pits of hell. They were just so low. And I like to consider my relationship with who I'm in a relationship with now to be actually very, very healthy. Not saying we are perfect, not saying that we don't go through things, but it's very healthy. And I can definitely compare it, as I do all the time. Y'all know I ain't new to this. I can compare it to my relationships before. My mentality now is completely different. Like, even if it wasn't him, my mentality now is completely different. And I just feel like what comes with that is feeling like you deserve better and like you have a lot to offer and that you should be able to receive somebody treating you well. From my experience, I used to want to be a fixer-upper. Like, oh, I don't care. I like him. I'ma snag him. I don't care. Like, I never literally used the words I can fix him, but like, you know, I've had friends that we also had the same type of mindset, like just greasing up my lips, they're a little dry. Had the same type of mindset, like, oh, you know, matter of fact, scratch that. You know what I hate that women do, and I feel like I used to do it a lot when I was younger as well and less mature. Oh, all men ain't crap, and once you have your man, you could just, how did that say? You know what I'm talking about, Sydney? Like, all men are bad. Oh, Sydney's my niece if y'all don't know. How old are you?
15.
Oh, good. This is a good message. This is a good message for you. But is this saying they used to say like something like, oh, all men ain't shit, so you just gotta pick yours and stick with him? It's not true. It's not true, because a lot of the men that was not crap that I encountered were really not crap. Like, and as you can see, we ain't together now. And I feel like a lot of girls who are in situations where they are so afraid to leave their guy, they use that as like a crutch to make themselves feel good. And it's like, girl, you the only one out here with that ain't crap man. Why do you feel like you need to put up with that? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go in with NARS Cadiz. No, actually I'm not. I'm actually first going to go in with my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the color Tahoe. And I'm going to put that like on the inside of my face, being that it's tanned. And then I'm going to go in with Cadiz on the outside of my face because it's tanned. Tahoe is lighter. But yeah, you know, a lot of women use that like as a crutch. Like, oh, I might as well stick with him. And it's like, no, there are just so many men out here that are willing to apply pressure, okay? Please don't settle. And a lot of the time, I don't feel like it's the man's fault why a woman settles. It's your fault. Why do you want to settle? Like, there are just so many people out here. Like, you could do bad all by yourself, and you could do much better without that man by yourself. Why do you feel the need to have to stick to somebody that is toxic for you? Like, that is not doing anything for you. And toxic isn't just, oh, cheating and things of that nature. Like, toxic can be gaslighting. Take, for instance, Erica Mena and Safari. Oh my gosh. That video was so gut-wrenching for me to watch. If you guys didn't watch it, please do. And basically, Erica has definitely matured. I used to love and hip-hop. And from what I can see, she has matured a lot. A lot. And Safari seems like she has 2 kids by him. I guess they're getting a divorce and stuff like that. And Safari just seems very like unbothered, and I feel like it's a form of gaslighting. Like, he literally, matter of fact, let me find that. But he literally, like, you can see the frustration. Like, they're having a conversation. He's just like, well, okay. She's like, okay, well, can you help out around the house? Like, I have a kid. I want to sleep in. And honestly, being a mom, y'all know I always say this. Men and women think completely differently. Women are more so of nurturers. Men, again, not every single man and woman is the same. But men are more, like, a lot of things that pertain to the home, men don't really pay attention to it, especially if the woman takes care of the home more. So he wasn't even apologetic. It wasn't like, okay, but babe, my bad, I'll do better next time. It was like, okay, I don't want to. Gaslighting her. Let me actually, there was a nice meme about gaslighting. I wish I would have freaking saved it. I think I know who posted it. Can I go to, how do you go to, like, Sid? I'm mad old.
Settings.
Oh, I didn't save it. Whatever. But gaslighting is things like, somebody's telling you how something you did affected them, and they're just like disregarding it. Like, oh, but I was playing, lighten up. It's like, just apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, just always trying to make the person feel as though what they're doing, how they feel is not valid. Like, like, that's basically in a nutshell what gaslighting is. And he was basically doing that to her the entire time. And I just feel like that is a form of toxicity, like being with somebody whose core value is to misunderstand you, not see eye to eye with you. They know they're cheating on you, acting like they're not cheating on you. That's a form of gaslighting. Babe, I would never do that. Going through their phone and literally seeing them with other women, talking to other women, and they're telling you that what you're seeing is not true. Those are all forms of gaslighting. Damn, I should not have. Y'all see the tan, right? I should not have put this on my forehead. I guess I'm really dark for my foundation. I'm actually going to put a little bit of Fix Plus on my beauty blender. This makes the foundation like really, really nice on the face. For me personally, I always have this conversation with my friends. I feel like, and maybe because I could read people well, but I always feel like somebody always show you who they are. They always do. Again, from my past experiences, I feel like the reasons why a lot of people and I have failed, is not something that just happened out the blue and I'm like, I don't know what happened. Like, he just flipped, it was something I probably ignored. But you definitely see who people are. And I think as women, we definitely need to, I spoke about this in my like letter to my daughter kind of video. I'll link it up above as well as down below. But it's like, when somebody shows you who they are, don't ignore it because you like them. Because one thing about guys, if they don't like one thing about you, they leaving. They not dealing with this, or they're just gonna keep you as pocket pussy. Like, that's that real rap. Real, is that how y'all say it? Real, how y'all say that?
Real crap?
No, like for real, that's true.
Dead.
Dead serious?
Dead crazy?
Like, you're trying to say something like
Facts.
Yeah, like, it's facts. Like, I'm keeping it a buck right now.
Right.
Oh, yeah, whatever. So I guess I said it right. It's like a guy, literally, if you do one thing, you might have had a booger right here. And y'all went on your first date. He like, nah, she not looking in the mirror. I'm trying to say? Stuff like that. But us women, it's like we see things that a man does and we just keep on going. Like, I can overlook it. Does that mean? Mm-mm. I can fix him. I can do this. I can do that. And then when you actually get in a relationship with the person, you realize, like, I cannot take this. But then you subjectify yourself to it and you make yourself stay because you're like, I invested so much time, and now you're allowing time to be the reason why you have to stay with a person. Like, girl, you ain't dead yet. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. There's just so much happiness. And like I said, from that meme, there are just so many guys willing to apply pressure that you should not feel like you have to stay with somebody. Get your standards out of the pits of hell and get you somebody that actually cares about you, cares about your well-being. to say the least, who cares if you ate for the day, cares if you slept at night, cares enough not to cheat on you, cares enough not to embarrass you, cares enough to care for you, okay? And everybody's level of care is different, but I feel like abuse is not a way of care. Don't trick your mind into believing like, oh, I like toxic stuff. As human beings, nobody likes toxic stuff. A lot of us learn how to survive through toxic stuff. Sometimes you get a little rise out of toxic stuff. But let's be real. Crying at work, losing your job because you jumping at the guy and he's at your job and y'all cursing each other out. Come on now. Like, how old are we? 2, why are we doing this? Like, we're supposed to be a team. We're supposed to love each other. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I'm now blending out my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. And as a woman, why do you not feel worthy of love? You know, like sometimes you have to dig in yourself and ask yourself those questions. Why do you feel like you should stay with this person? Why do you feel like all men ain't crap and then I'm gonna just stick by them? Because, you know, I know how to deal with his crap. I'm gonna have to learn somebody else's crap. Let me tell y'all something. As somebody who has dated a few people, not like that, but you know, I'm a people person. I see things. I got friends, you know? Everybody comes with their crap. But there's just certain crap I'm not gonna deal with. I'm not gonna deal with cheating. I don't give a what kind of crap these guys come with. I'm not dealing with cheating. And I'm not gonna stick by my person if he's cheating because other niggas do that. Mistakes do happen. You go through things in your relationship. You learn from it. You know, you have remorse for what you're doing and it follows up with changed behavior. Those things are different. But if you're with a serial cheater, why do you feel like that is something that you are deserving of? It just does not make any sense to me. It does not. And I just feel like women need to do better. Let me find out Gianna is sticking by him because she just feels like, oh, all men are the same. And I actually hear people say that. Like, no, all men that you choose are the same. So you need to see why you keep choosing the same type of men. I used to be like, that's not supposed to mean I'm a good girl. But sometimes you have to self-reflect. What is it that you feel like you're lacking or that you're gaining from being around this person? Is it because every time you cry they come back? But that's not somebody you need, because that person is treating you like crap and every time you cry and they come back, y'all just gonna repeat the cycle again. Doesn't make sense. Like, what is it? You know, you don't have to be a bad person to attract bad people in your life. Like, that's definitely not the theme here. But what is it? Like, why do you feel like you are so undeserving? Because I remember I was one of those young girls. All these niggas do is cheat and lie and da da da. So you gotta stick by your guy because all these guys are the same. And it's like, no, girl, you just sound crazy. You sound like you're sucked into, I don't know what the hell you sucked into, but you sound like you just need to get yourself together. Okay? You sound like you have too much time on your hands. That's what it is. That's what it is. When I was in these toxic, not going into relationships, I literally had too much time on my hands, you know? I wasn't investing in myself because I was too busy investing mentally in somebody else, trying to make them happy. Oh my gosh, what can I do to do this? Oh my gosh. Totally neglecting myself and totally neglecting why I was being mistreated and things of that nature, because I was pouring all that extra time into this toxic relationships. And when I tell y'all toxic, a healthy relationship already takes time. But when I tell y'all a toxic relationship takes and sucks so much out of you, please believe me, okay? Please believe me. You just have too much time on your hands. Because I'm telling you, somebody who is serious about their time is not dealing with a time waster. You're not. You don't have time for that. Dealing with a broken heart is hard. Like, trying to maneuver and go throughout your day with a broken heart is hard. Like, there has been so many times I'll be at work crying. Back in the day, y'all. Back in the day when I was young and dumb, okay? Crying. Or back in like college, crying. Calling. Yo, one time I called a guy 82 times. Back to back to back to back to back to back. 82 times, y'all. 82. 82. I thought the nigga's phone broke from how many times it vibrated. That's crazy. That is insane. Like, why do you, first of all, one, why do you want to call somebody 82 times? And two, why do you feel the need to call somebody 82 times? Like, that person obviously does not want to be with you. And we stuck out that relationship for a little while. But like I said, way too much time on my hands. If I was somebody at that point in my life that was like serious about herself, serious about her time, serious about how she's investing her time, I wouldn't have dealt with certain people, done certain things, because again, it just also comes with maturity. It's just, so I say all of this to say, wow, my makeup is done. What's going on? Usually my makeup takes not long. I just say all of this to say, ladies, bring your standards out of the pits of hell. Raise them. Like any dream in this world, you can dream something and you can chase it and you can achieve it. Same thing with a relationship. Having a healthy relationship is a thing. Having a healthy relationship is not something you just see on TV or just that one lucky girl gets it. Just applying my bronzer, whatever. I actually need to get new bronzers. So y'all, please comment down in the comment section below and tell me which bronzers that I should try. I've been paying attention to the shelf life on my like facial products and stuff like that, like my cleansers, toners and stuff like that. But I think I also need to start paying attention to it on my makeup, because sometimes you feel like your makeup looks so blah because your makeup is old, and it's literally old. Like, it's time for you to get a new, you know, set of things. And I think I've had these bronzers for over 12 months. So I think it's time for me to throw them away, actually. Like, I remember when I first started using them, they understood the assignment. Now I'm just like, And honestly, I felt terrible for Erica Mena knowing that she's getting a divorce, because I personally, it's so hard. I think biologically and naturally, when you are pregnant for somebody, that you want the person that you're pregnant for to be in your life and in your child's life. It's just natural. Like, I don't know, I just feel like the hormones, they just want the person naturally. And I just think that was a huge step for her. I think she, you know about Erica Mena and Safari?
No.
Oh, dang. Well, I think that she filed for divorce while she was pregnant. If I'm incorrect with that, please let me know in the comments. And that's big. And if watching that video, if that is a glimpse of how Safari is on the regular, she needs that divorce, because he is insane. Like, I just couldn't imagine dealing with somebody. You have kids with somebody and they are just impossible to deal with. Like, they're like a 3-year-old. Like, you're trying to talk to them and they're just like, I don't care. It's like, be an adult, communicate, speak. Hello, like, wait, what is going on? And I just feel super bad for her, because to get married and to have kids with somebody is huge. And it's huge because it's like, it's not like a boyfriend and girlfriend. Once y'all break up, you don't gotta talk to this person ever again. It's not like that. Like, you still have to communicate with this person, and especially during that period where it's fresh, you hate this person, it's a fresh divorce, but you still have to put a smile on for the kids, because you don't want the kids to grow up in a toxic environment. But sometimes it ends up happening that way because you just, you know, you and the person can't get it together. It's so sad. And like I said, witnessing from that clip, if that is how he really is, because, you know, media has a way of depicting things, shout outs to her for dealing with that, because that's crazy. And if my theory stands correct, that people show you a part of who they are, whether you want to ignore it or not, I feel terrible, because, girl, you've seen it, you know? I'm not trying to blame her. Really not trying to blame her. But I feel like whenever you say but, it just kind of reneges everything that you just said in the beginning. However, looks better? Mm-hmm. I just feel like it's just really sad. And Lil Duval, I don't know. I'm not really like into celebrity stuff, only just what I see on my timeline. I've actually seen the Erica Mena stuff a lot, which is why I'm bringing it up. But like, Lil Duval is just so like, I remember I read something that he said about Erica Mena, like, oh, your postpartum must be acting up or something like that he said. And I just felt like, for a man, just don't talk about stuff like that. You don't know nothing about stuff like that, don't talk about stuff like that. And you don't know she's going through postpartum. And that is something that is very triggering. People throw their kids out the window due to postpartum. So for you to just say something so insensitive on a public platform after she's already going through a public divorce and just going through so much, mind your freaking business. Like, who are you? Like, oh my gosh, like, that was just so disgusting. And I don't do the cancel culture stuff, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not really into the celebrity gossip and all that stuff. But he's about to get canceled, because that was crazy. And that'll be it for today's video. My camera's about to die, so you'll probably see the way my finished face looks in the beginning. So I love you all. Ladies, raise your standards. Let's pray for Erica Mena's mental health, because I know that's got to be crazy. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Sid, say bye.
Bye.
Trap, let me